Your activity is to go into drawing pad, press on new, and using these tools on the side, I'd like you to draw an apple. So I'm going to just show you what I would do. You don't have to do it this way. So I'm going to go to the crayon and choose the pattern at the bottom, and I can move and slide this however I want. If I leave it on the one that it is, that is what the crayon will look like. I can slide this to make it a little bit thicker, and I can decide how much thickness I have here. So this tells me how many crayon markings it'll be, and this controls the transparency. So I'm just going to go ahead and press. Now I would probably draw my apple like this, and the reason I made it thicker is so that when I fill it in, I do not need to do as much work. Mrs. Up is always looking for ways to do things quicker. I'm going to go to black, and I'm going to go back to that same spot and make this a little thinner so that when I trace it, it looks a little bit less thick than the other one did. And if I'm off a little bit, it's okay. I would also probably draw this, and then I'm going to find brown, and I'm going to go back and make it thicker and draw a stem right here. The reason I put that line there is it makes it show that the stem is inside. Now I'm going to change it to green, and I'll go back into the thickness again and add a leaf. And I like everything with a black outline, so I'll go back to black, bring this down a little bit more, and so you can already see I kind of messed up. I'll just hit my undo. Sometimes it's hard to get it just right. There's always a way to cover it up. Okay, and then I'm going to close my drawer. At this point, it's time to take a screenshot. So if you remember, you're going to hold down the power button and your home button at the same time. If you need to count it, you can. 1, 2, 3. Here it comes up. I'm going to crop the bottom and the sides. Start at the bottom first. I'm going to press on the word done and press save to photos, and that will take it right to my photos. Now Mrs. Zupp had said on the board that she wanted you to email it to her. The easiest way to do that is to go into Classroom, and you're going to find your Classpo. And if you remember, straight across from Mrs. Zupp's name is an envelope that I press, and I choose Open with Mail. You'll see my address is right there. So a good subject for this would be apple, because it is an apple. And underneath here I could write hi, and I could say, this is my apple for this week, period. And return, and I could write the word bye, and I could write my name, whatever my name is. Okay, now before I leave this though, oh, now I lost it. Uh-oh. I'm just going to tap there again so the keyboard shows up. I press on the camera, and I'm going to choose Photo Library. Here is my apple. I choose it, and you should see it shows up already right there. Now there's two things you have to do in order to turn this in. You're going to press the send button, and then you're going to come back to your Google Classroom, which it'll take you right back here anyway. You're going to go to classwork, and you see under distance learning it says distance learning week 1. So I press on that, and I'm just going to press this bottom arrow, and I'm going to choose mark as done, and it will say you didn't attach any work. I'm just going to mark as done, because if I receive the email, then your work is done. If you have any questions, you can sure send me an email. I'll be here for you. Just let me know.